3 things you can do today to increase your willpower. I just started reading The Willpower Instinct. How self-control works, why it matters, and what you can do to get more of it. First things first, a background on what's going on in your brain when you fail or succeed at willpower. Neuroscientists tell us we have one brain with 2 minds. We have the prefrontal cortex, which houses I will, I want, and I won't willpower. This is the responsible part of your brain. And I've named mine Mr. Rogers. I find him responsible for some reason. And we also have the croc brain. Now this is the part of the mind that gives into instant gratification or impulses. The author suggests you name this part of your mind. I named mine Jeff Spicoli, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And this is going to help us out a little bit later to become self-aware of what part of your mind is taking over. Number 1, get rid of distractions. Researchers at Stanford found that when you're making food choices at the coffee shop, grocery store, and you're on your phone, Facebooking, Pinterest, texting, it makes the croc part of your brain, the Spicoli part of your brain, the driver in your choices. Number 2, become self-aware. Self-awareness is the foundation of self-control. The author suggests tracking your choices for one day. When you made one food choice over the other, one activity choice over the other, who are you with? Where were you? What emotions did you have in your head? And you do this without judgment. What this does is makes the prefrontal cortex, the responsible part of your mind, the driver of decisions. Also gets rid of distractions as well. Now the third one is meditate for as little as 5 minutes a day. Now why is this? Neuroscientists tell us meditation increases blood flow to your prefrontal cortex. It essentially makes the stronger part of your mind, Mr. Rogers, stronger to do battle with the Spicoli part of your mind. Now how does this work? There's far more skilled people to teach meditation than me. YouTube it, Google, but the basic premise is sit quiet for 5 minutes and concentrate on your breathing. Now, when I first started meditating a year and a half ago, it was pretty frustrating. All these thoughts in my head, it felt like a web browser with about 50 open tabs. But then I started reading this book, The Willpower Instinct, and she tells us, makes the case based on science, that being bad at meditation is actually really good self-control training. Now, what does she mean by this? You're meditating, and you have all these thoughts coming into your head. These are impulses. Now, the goal is not to get rid of all the thoughts. The goal is to not lose sight of the breath in the midst of all those thoughts. And this transfers over to the rest of the day. When you're at work, when you're at your friend's house or going out, and somebody puts Skittles in front of you, that's the impulse. But you've trained your brain to handle impulses and refocus on your breath, your goal. So it's really good impulse control training. So again, 3 things you can do. Get rid of the phone when you're making food choices. Track your choices for one day. And 3, meditate. As little as 5 minutes a day. Those 3 things will increase your willpower. It's